Hello and welcome back to some more F1 2020 and part 20 of my team career mode with Jordan GP Mercedes. Thank you for the incredible support on the series so far. I can't believe we're at episode 20 already. If you are enjoying, make sure you keep smashing that thumbs up button down below. Still the record of 50 likes every episode so far, which has been absolutely amazing. So thank you so much for that. And if you haven't already, click that subscribe button for daily F1 2020 videos. So today we have the Mexican Grand Prix, and as you can see, we're not starting in the team headquarters today because I'm saving up money for next season and really trying to get the best possible driver that I can. I've decided, you know, we'll do it from here today. 3 races to go, of course. Just to let you know, we have adapted all of our aerodynamic parts, and we're about to adapt the final durability part as well, so we're absolutely sorted for next year. We're not going to lose anything from the R&D reset, but hopefully we'll be able to get some more resource points between now and the end of the season, so we can really upgrade the car over the winter, mainly looking at chassis and engine upgrades so that they definitely don't get affected, and then we'll refocus onto the aerodynamics at the start of next year. So I think mainly the chassis is what we're going to look at between now and the end of the season, and of course over the winter as well. But 3 races to go. That's 3 opportunities to try and secure 7th in the Constructors' Championship. We're 14 points ahead of Alfa Romeo at the moment. We are also in 10th in the Championship as well, so it would be really nice if we could finish the season there and maybe get a couple of points between now and the end of the season. But without further ado, let's get into qualifying and see how we do. Final lap, unfortunately, but well, there you go. You can see Sergio Perez just a 10th of a second ahead of us in 10th place there, but you know, a much improved performance, I would say. A second quicker than Nick de Vries, who couldn't seem to match his Q1 time, but a 1:15.8, I think I'll settle for that, and we'll see how we do in the race tomorrow.
Welcome along to the most populous city in North America and home now to the Mexico City Grand Prix. It's a sellout crowd as usual here at one of the shortest circuits on the Formula One calendar. So who, I wonder, will the crowd cheer on today to the top step of the podium? The Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez, 2.6 miles of track that allows drivers to take full advantage of their cars, reaching speeds in excess of 220 miles per hour, and providing lots of opportunities for overtaking. The circuit features 17 corners, 10 to the right and the remaining 7 going to the left. And with me as usual is Anthony Davidson. Now, I want to talk to you about Valtteri Bottas. That was a great win in the last race. Can they keep that momentum going this weekend?
There are never any guarantees in this business, but certainly the performance last time out would have boosted their confidence coming into this one.
Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Valtteri Bottas lines up on pole position and Lewis Hamilton completes the front row. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Leclerc, Vettel, Max Verstappen and Perez, Stroll, Sainz, Ocon and the captain, Gasly, Grosjean, Lando Norris and De Vries, Raikkonen, Albon, Antonio Giovinazzi and Daniel Kvyat, Russell, Magnussen, Latifi and Daniel Ricciardo fills the last spot on the grid. That's it then, it's time to go racing as we head to trackside for today's race.
So we move up to 10th place. Apologies about the quiet microphone volume in the first part of the video. I will have moved it up for at least the the intro section, but the qualifying section can't really fix without making your ears bleed with Formula 1 engines. But yeah, I do apologise about that. I'm not entirely sure what the crack was with that. But anyway, we're back with the race now, and hopefully it can be a good, positive race.
I know what you can do. Don't let me down.
Soft tyres look like they're going to deteriorate fairly quickly. I'm wondering whether medium hard might even be the strategy here. Let's just have a little look at what that might do to the strategy. If we go medium longer, and then softs, how would that look? Try and push the medium stint as long as we can. Yeah, that doesn't look too bad, to be honest with you. So that's a 3-second improvement, and it is much of a muchness. But it gives you more flexibility, I think, in my opinion, to start on that medium tyre and then come at the field at the end on those soft tyres. I think that could be a genius move. I think it really could be. So, yeah, let's go for that. A little bit of extra fuel in the car, as always. Let's get into it. So you can see Grosjean in 12th. I mean, he must be getting a nosebleed being that high up. And he's on the medium tyres as well.
Coming off the practice start. Watch the RPM on the full start. We don't want to bog down.
Going to try and do half of the race on these medium tyres. Well, it gives us the flexibility. If things aren't going well, we can switch to the hards. And we know we won't lose too much time. But if the tyres are feeling good and feeling like they've still got a load of pace, then we can stay out there and go longer. Ooh. Nearly a big disaster, but actually warmed the tyres up a treat, so can't complain too much. But yeah, this setup that I've found seems to be working quite nicely. Suits my driving style. I made a couple of tweaks to it, mainly adding a lot more front wing. Quick setup seemed to use very little front wing, but I do like a nice planted car.
Conditions look stable at the moment. No rain currently expected.
So here we come then. Very short lap here around Mexico, of course. Come through the stadium section. Sergio Perez will be feeling the love through this little section. I think it's such a shame we're not getting that this year. But here we come. Onto the race start. Onto the grid. Obviously, big slipstream opportunities up to turn 1. And luckily for us, we're on the inside line. So I think if we pretty much stay around this sort of area as we go into turn 1, I think we'll
begin as soon as the grid has formed.
We'll do well out of it, and hopefully Nick de Vries gets his turn 1 aggressive boots out. So here we come, ready for the lights. Lights out, away we go here in Mexico. It's a decent start off the line for us, but obviously with the less grip on these medium tyres, we're always going to have a bit of a worse getaway. I'm just going to take it nice and easy into the first turn, as there was a huge smash up there. Not entirely sure who or what was to blame for that, but there was a huge smash into that first corner. I don't think anyone's out of the race, but certainly somebody's without bits of their front wing, and we managed to somehow stay in 10th position as the McLarens are going side by side here. Lots of contact, but overall very clean, and Norris wins the battle, but not the war, as Carlos Sainz is looking to hold his position. Now Now what I don't know about this setup is how it works in race trim. We will find that out as the race goes on. Give myself the best possible exit onto this pit straight. That's not bad. Trying to stay in Carlos Sainz's slipstream here. We've got Romain Grosjean right behind us. We've actually dropped to 11th. I didn't realise we'd dropped to 11th. We'd stayed in 10th, but that's fine. But there's a big gap after Gasly to the cars behind, so it must have been to do with that big smash up into turn 1, and Nick de Vries looks like he's the one that's leading the trolley train behind.
DRS will be enabled this lap. You can use it when within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone.
Well, there goes Gasly. Not much we can really do about that. Just keep an eye on him. Whether he made any sort of mistakes, but it appears that's not the case. So slot back into 12th position now. DRS has been enabled, so let's try and stay in this 1 second window. Well, on to lap 8 of this Grand Prix, you can see Gasly's looking to go 3 wide with the two McLarens who are still side by side after 8 laps. Unbelievable. And we're getting involved as well. A little bit of argy-bargy there, but that's not too bad. Come round the outside, and what a move that is on Pierre Gasly, round the outside there. We managed to make it past. Look at this, right in the gearbox of Lando Norris now. That was a fabulous sequence of corners. Just taking it nice and easy here. I think the soft tyres are beginning to go off. Well, Lando Norris is in the pits.
We're going to box this lap. Push hard on the in-lap.
That's very interesting. So we're coming into the pits obviously this lap. We're going to be putting on the soft tyres. Well, here's Norris. It was Sainz before, sorry, that pitted. Because we picked up DRS from Sainz, we can really start closing in on Lando as well now. I am half considering going 1 lap longer here. But no, we're gonna stick to the plan, pit on this lap, take everything possible out of the tyres. So there goes Lando Norris into the pit lane. It's going to be battle of the pit crews here as we come in.
Exit now.
And we're away.
As you leave the pits.
Oh, wow. Unsafe release there.
Okay, stay clear of the white line on the exit. We'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross over into the...
There's Sainz. There's Sainz. And there's Ricciardo. Oh, no, it's not. It's Gasly, sorry. But we managed to stay in front of Gasly just about. He was still there on our inside, but those have switched to the hard tyres, the McLarens, so they must know something we don't. As we go down the inside now with Carlos Sainz, and that was a little bit rough. But look how much more grip we've got than these guys because we're on the soft tyres.
Rain is forecast.
And we're through.
10 minutes time. Rain in 10 minutes.
Danny Kvyat just ahead of us. Bit of traffic. But we sail past. So that shows how much his tyres have gone off now. Can we get within a second of Magnussen so we get the DRS? Well, I think of course we can. This is perfect. This has worked out brilliantly because the traffic and their cold tyres have really, really helped us. Magnussen staying out. We have the DRS wide open. Should be able to make the move. But we can't. Magnussen too fast in a straight line. Goodness me. Brake checked us there. We have got yellow flags. So not entirely sure what's happened up ahead.
Next part of the track, no overtaking through the yellow flags. Our gap behind is 1.9 seconds. Some information on Verstappen. They've got a serious car issue.
Well, Verstappen's out. We've had to force our way past Magnussen because he was holding us up massively, but now that Verstappen's out as well, that's another couple of points in the bag. But this is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Well, we've got more yellow flags and it's Lance Stroll. He's out of the race. Two cars out in the space of a couple of laps that have given us some extra positions here. Got to be happy with that.
Okay,
well, set fastest lap of the race. There you go. 1:17.3. I'm not sure it will stay the fastest lap for very long.
Yellow flag.
But currently, we have the fastest lap point, which is amazing. Well, as you join me on lap 15 of this Grand Prix, you can see we have caught Esteban Ocon now, and we're in the DRS range. It's going to be very interesting to see whether we're going to be able to overtake him here, but we've just got so much more grip through the corners on these soft tyres. If we are going to make a move, it's going to have to be soon before these tyres completely fall off, but it's positive signs at the moment. Well, we're taking this chance. It was a bit dirty, but I think that was going to be our final chance to take 6th place from Esteban Ocon.
There's only 1 lap of fuel remaining.
And now we got to just break that 1 second window, which I think should be easily achievable now. As you can see, the rain coming down as well, so a dramatic end to this Mexican Grand Prix. It's been a fabulous Grand Prix for us. You know, obviously just sticking with the top guys on the medium tyres towards the end of that stint. We were able to overtake them because our tyres were just so much better than those runners on softs. But here we come up to the line, starting our final lap. Ocon is within a second, so Ocon will have DRS. Ocon is closing in, but is he going to be able to take it? I'm not entirely sure whether he is. As we come into the first corner, we've just got to make sure we don't make any mistakes here. We've been pushing so hard for so long. And it looks like we may well get fastest lap as well, which would be an amazing point to get. And a very unexpected one. But I suppose we came out all guns blazing on these soft tyres to try and get past the McLarens, which, by the way, we've absolutely dominated in this second stint. McLaren have dropped well off the pace. And actually the Renaults are the ones in 7th and 8th now. Let's see Ocon
Our gap to
just
the
behind us.
3.2 seconds.
But here we come into the stadium section as Valtteri Bottas wins the Mexican Grand Prix and prolongs the championship 1 more race. At the very least. He's had an excellent season. As we come up to the line now, we're going to finish in 6th with the fastest lap as well. Absolutely amazing.
The car on the way in.
Well, Ricciardo gets driver of the day. And I think He deserves it. He started 22nd, finished 9th. Oh, well, Hamilton has won it.
It may have looked simple at times, but as any racing driver will tell you, competing at this level, at the very top, is anything but simple. There's no catching them now then. We have a new World Drivers' Champion.
7-time world champion then.
Championship as well. What a spectacular season they've had. Congratulations to the whole team. What do you think it was, Ant, that gave them the edge over the competition today?
Well, they certainly stood out as a driver with tons of confidence on the track. I think their ability to keep their cool, even during some of the more hectic parts of the race, meant they were able to capitalise on the mistakes of other drivers, giving them the opportunity to make their way to the top spot with ease.
After an excellent performance at the Grand Prix, I'm sure there'll be plenty of celebrations tonight amongst the Mercedes team, and they certainly deserve it. Well, the gap at the top of the championship has been cut down after a difficult race today for our championship leader. After an incredible day of racing, who was your driver of the day, Ant?
Well, Crofty, Daniel Ricciardo would have to be my driver of the day. It's less about what he did right, but how little he did wrong. Perfect driving.
It's another clear win for Mercedes as they managed to secure the Constructors' title. An incredible performance for the whole team. Well, that was certainly an incredible weekend of racing. Be sure to join myself and Ant for more exciting Formula One action soon.
Well, what a race. Thoroughly enjoyed that, and hopefully you guys did too. Bottas wins, Vettel second, Hamilton third, Leclerc in fourth, with Perez in fifth. We finish an excellent sixth with the fastest lap as well, so we get 9 points from this Grand Prix weekend. Ocon, Ricciardo, Sainz and Gasly round out the points. Nick de Vries finishes 12th, so a decent race for him. Wasn't showing our sort of pace, but was on a different strategy, and actually only finished a couple of seconds behind the points paying position, so a bit of a shame that he couldn't quite get over the line there, but I'm absolutely thrilled with that Grand Prix, and hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. If you have, then hit that thumbs up button down below. Really does help out, means a lot to me as well. 2 races to go in this season before we move on to season 2, and we've got a very special livery lined up. We'll have a brand new teammate. We're going to invest a hell of a lot into the facilities. It's going to be a really exciting time, so hopefully you guys will join me for that. Subscribe for daily F1 2020 content, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.